U.S. economic growth in the first quarter was not great. You saw it, just up 0.5%. Meanwhile, corporate profits have fallen for 4 straight quarters. Global Financial's chief strategist, Mike Sorrentino, says his clients are worried a recession is imminent. They're calling you saying, is a recession coming? And you say what?
Absolutely not. It's that simple. I mean, I think that what they're really worried about is we haven't seen one in a while. It's been 7, 8 years since a recession.
Right, and the cycle usually goes that way.
Exactly.
We should be seeing a recession soon.
And that's exactly right. But the problem is that that was not an average recession. I think we all can agree that, right? So I think you should have an expectation that's going to take a lot longer for the country and the economy to get back to where it was. And not to mention the fact that the Fed doesn't want us to go into a recession. And that's really the main driver of an economic downturn, is the Fed just puts the brake on the economy. And that's the last thing that they want right now. So I don't see how we go into recession anytime soon.
Okay, well, you've got $5.8 billion in assets under management. I would love to know what criteria you're using now with slow growth to pick stocks. What do you do? What do you look for?
Well, what we look for, there's not a lot out of it right now, honestly. Top-line growth. We want to see sales growth as well as attractive valuations. And that's tricky to find right now in this market. But
I mean, you don't want to pay too much for a company.
Exactly.
How about Apple? I mean, Apple's got a very low price-to-earnings ratio.
Yeah, Apple, if you're willing to be very patient, I mean, that's a great story if you can wait 2 or 3 years out. Because I think a lot of people right now are focusing on what Apple looks like now relative to where it could be in 2 to 3 years.
So when you say Facebook and you say Alibaba and those names, you say that there will be a better payoff sooner rather than later.
I do think so. I mean, again, great stories here. Top-line growth, phenomenal top-line growth, especially given how big these companies are. Valuations, I think Facebook is expensive, but it can grow into the valuation over time. You're going to get rewarded much faster. Alibaba, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Facebook right now is 30 cents below an all-time high at this very moment. So wouldn't you be buying a little too high?
I don't think so. I mean, they said that it's 60, 80, 90, 100, all the way up. Facebook's a hold for several years to come.
Mike Sorrentino says no recession. Don't worry about that, but be careful when you pick those stocks. Good to see you, Mike. Thank you so much.